For Wall Street Media, this is Melissa. I'm here with Doug, and we're going to help you make money in the stock market with information you can't find anywhere else.
Hey, exclusive CEO videos from the Baird conference
From the Baird
in
conference.
Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
We love Baird, super top-shelf professional outfit. They are one of my absolute favorites out of all that we do.
Of course, that's why you're covering them.
Yeah, and we've got 2 CEOs, good ones.
Yes, we do. You can find all the videos at wsw.com/webcast/RWBaird22. The first video is Craig McCullum, CFO of Dionex, ticker DNEX, who talks about their stock repurchases, goes over the balance sheet, and describes what they envision in the future.
What do we do with that cash? We've used the cash flow generated from operations to repurchase shares of our common stock. Year to date in fiscal 2008, we repurchased a little over 719,000 shares of our common stock for about $55 million. In fiscal 2007, we repurchased 1,185,100 shares for approximately $70 million. In fiscal 2007, we reported improved margins and cash flow. We reported an operating income margin of 21%, which is one of the highest in the industry, and that includes the FAS 123R costs. We operate with a very high return on invested capital of about 36% and a very strong annual return on equity of 25%. As I mentioned, we reported strong cash flow from operations of $69 million, or about 21% of sales. In addition to our strong operating results, Dionex has a strong balance sheet. At March 31st, we ended the quarter with a little over $72 million in cash and short-term investments and short-term borrowings of about $18 million. We also continue to focus on our non-cash working capital initiatives to improve inventory turns and reduce our days sales outstanding. Let me close with a few comments about the future. Looking at our business, we believe that we can grow sales in the high single digits and earnings per share in the mid-teens over the next few years. These estimates don't include any foreign currency impact, nor do they include the impact of any potential acquisitions. We also believe our gross profit margin will be approximately 66% and that our operating income margin will grow back to 25% over the next several years, which also includes the stock-based compensation that I talked about earlier. So in conclusion, we believe that Dionex is well positioned for future growth. We have the broadest product offering in the history of the company. We continue to invest in the research and development to bring our customers new and innovative solutions. And finally, we have a strong financial position to continue to give the company the flexibility to expand its operations internationally, to make acquisitions, or to continue to repurchase its common shares.
Good, solid company. Lays out his plans for the future, right?
Yep, and lets everybody know where they're going.
Nice and solid. And we have another one. I like this next one, too, in Vitrogen.
Yeah, David Hoffmeister, SVP and CFO of Introgen Corporation, ticker IVGN, talks about the future strategy, optimizing core business, and the recent acquisition of Celix Direct last January.
So where are we going? Our strategy is very simple for the future. It's basically 2 components. One is to optimize the core business, and I really think that there's a lot of opportunity that remains there. We talked about maintaining. It all starts with the leading proprietary portfolio. We've got to have the leading products. Differentiated service, that's our website. We've got the largest. We've got 600 field salespeople around the world, most of them with a minimum of an undergraduate degree in molecular biology or biology, and by enhancing the profitability, and that's by driving margin expansion. This year we're projecting 50 basis points or more in margin expansion, and we believe we can continue to do that at a minimum over the next several years. That generates a lot of cash. Last year we generated $250 million in free cash flow. It's a very low capital-intensive business, and it always has thrown off a lot of cash, and it'll continue to do so. We're going to take some of that cash and invest in other high-growth areas. And we've really targeted 5, and I won't go through all of these in a lot of detail, But the first is emerging markets, and I've talked about that. Asia Pacific is the primary area. We're investing in building direct distribution and manufacturing in both, and research and development in China and India in particular, but Korea, Taiwan, other areas of Asia are also fast-growing markets for us. And we expect they'll remain fast-growing markets for the next 10 to 15 years at least. Specialty cell systems is an area we're very excited about. I mentioned our last acquisition, Cells Direct. We also did an acquisition, Cascade Biologics. Both of those brought primary cells to us, one skin and the other liver. And our idea there is to take our expertise in media, match them with primary cells, and offer scientists primary cell systems. Third is cell biology, labeling detection, antibodies. All of these areas are growth for us, and we're investing heavily in them. We get a lot of questions about instrumentation. Are we interested in instrumentation? The answer is yes. But the primary focus of our instrumentation efforts are smaller, benchtop instruments. Generally, they sell for $10,000 or less. Many of them are less than $1,000. We sell them because they speed up the work of the scientists, and they have a significant reagent pull-through.
John Batty, CFO of Affymetrix, ticker AFFX, discusses the CLIA certification that the company received for the Affymetrix Clinical Service Laboratory, ACSL, in West Sacramento.
Yeah, I like these guys. They did a good presentation. We've been working with them for a long time. They hit a tough spot right now, but I like them. We've worked with them for a long time, and they're in areas that I think are going to be just very explosive and good for them.
They're on their way back up, it looks like.
Yeah.
Slowly.
2% today.
Mike Bauer, President and CEO of ScanSource, ticker SCSE, spoke about their acquisition of UK communications company MTB Telecom and their plans to spread their communication businesses across Europe.
How about that?
Ivan Donaldson, Investor Relations Manager of Micron Technology, ticker MU, talked about this year's introduction of the 68nm 1GB DRAM product and the 40nm 32GB flash drive.
Yeah, this is another tech one, and they're up quite a bit. They were down at 542 when everyone except us was telling you the semiconductors were going to die, and they're up at 882. German, these guys said they're going to make like the smallest memory. Pretty innovative stuff, right? And they're up 3.25% today.
Yeah, and they're on their way up since.
I need to buy more of these.
Buy more.
Yeah.
You're going to get yourself into trouble.
No, I'm not. I like them. I'm buying them all.
All right. We have Bill Harris, SVP and CFO of Xenoport, ticker XNPT, discuss the company's product candidates in development, focusing on a Phase 3 study on XPI 3512 for restless leg syndrome and its potential for migraine treatment. We also have Marjan Seekers, CEO of Thermo Fisher Scientific, ticker TMO, who discuss the analytical technologies and laboratory products and services, business segments, and new products being introduced with software to aid diagnostics. Arvind Sood, VP Investor Relations for Amgen, ticker AMGN, focused on their lead product, denosumab, and the Phase 3 studies that they are conducting for postmenopausal osteoporosis after Moody's lowered their investment grade on the company yesterday. The drug is injected every 6 months as compared to weekly oral doses of a leading competitive drug. It's enough.
That's true.
Enough out of you.
That's true. Did I say anything?
Your face tells it all.
That's what on camera. Amgen, super big company. We've been working with them forever. I remember back in the bad old days when I went to the conferences, bumping into their CEO sometimes at the conferences. Used to go and do a lot of the presentations. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very nice. Well, you can
Do you have more for us?
I do.
Well, what are you doing? Getting off the hook easy?
No, never.
Never.
We also
No, you don't, do you?
have Harold Carpenter, CFO of Pinnacle Financial Partners, ticker PNFP, who stated that the main competition in Pinnacle's primary markets are losing market share, which bodes well for the company's future growth.
Yeah, I liked that one. I listened to that one.
Also, Ralph Parks, the interim CEO of Heelys, ticker HLYS, stated that the company's main goal going forward is to successfully introduce a line of non-wheeled shoes for back-to-school and holidays of 2008. Tom Bergman, EVP and CFO of Harley-Davidson, ticker HOG, talks about the 2008 custom family models, the Sportster family, the URSC family, the Dyna family, Touring family, and CVO family, which are limited production bikes.
Man, Harleys, right?
Yeah, let's
Who's
get
cooler
some of
than
those.
us, huh? Who's cooler than us? Nobody, right?
Nobody. Do you have a Harley?
No, but I need one.
You should go buy one.
Let's go this afternoon.
All right.
I have to go to the dentist, then we'll get one.
All right.
And we'll go take a ride.
Date.
All right, good. Good deal.
We also have Brian Garrett, President and COO of CommScope, ticker CTV, talked about the Andrew acquisition and the synergies and infrastructure solutions that are gained from the deal. He talked about accelerating their cash flow and reducing debt by consolidating their global manufacturing and the interrogation of Andrew.
Yeah, we used to do Andrew Corp a lot. Do you have more?
We do. Lee Adrian, CFO of Equifax, ticker EFX, talked about first quarter financial performance and their geographic market expansion, in which they acquired yesterday a majority stake in a leading credit reporting company in Ecuador.
Hey, pretty cool stuff, man.
Very cool.
Thanks, kiddo. We got our money's worth out of you today, didn't we?
Definitely.
Oodles, right?
You can find us every day at Wall Street Media and directly at WSMCO.com. Thanks.